Another week, another lesson to learn. Again, this is Miss Anna welcoming you to our virtual language arts class. And yes, we're now in the first week of the first quarter. This lesson is titled Connotation and Denotation. Let's go ahead and take a look at the vocabulary words and the goals for this lesson. Let's take a look at the goals for this lesson. Your ultimate goal is to understand the use of words with strong connotations, and while doing this, you will learn to identify both the dictionary definitions and emotional meanings of words. You'll also examine the reasons that an author chooses to use certain words, and you will analyze the word choices a writer makes. Before we jump into the lesson, let's examine the 4 vocabulary words that you need to know. They are argument, connotation, denotation, and purpose. This image on the screen is a box of colored pencils. And artists often choose the colors they use very carefully, not just depict something realistically, but also for the impact of that specific color. Did you know that words can have an emotional effect on readers? Well, yeah, they can. You're going to learn about those words in this lesson. Just as there are different shades of colored pencils, we are also going to distinguish between shades of meaning in everyday life. Let's have a talk about shades of color. In this image, many of the pencils could be called green, and several of the pencils could be called blue. But these are general terms. Each pencil color has a name for the different shades. Can you think of different names for shades of blue and for shades of green? Well, for shades of blue, you may have been thinking about turquoise, periwinkle, navy, and maybe even indigo. How about for green now? Well, maybe you were thinking of emerald, forest green, jade, olive, spring green, and even yellow green. Artists oftentimes pick particular shades of color for different parts of a drawing or painting for a particular reason. In a similar way, writers choose the exact words even though many words have several meanings. Now, let me direct you to the image. You have just thought about how specific shades of colors have different names. Remember that in this lesson, you're going to look at how different words are used in different situations because they have certain shades of meaning. Next, you will learn about connotations or shades of meaning between words. Let's have a discussion about shades of meaning. A word's dictionary. A denotation is the literal meaning of the word, and it's wise to remember that a word can have several denotations. A denotation is not all there is to using a word. Words may have similar denotations and yet not be used in exactly the same way. Just as the blue-colored pencils you saw have different shades of color, words have different shades of meaning. The feeling or shade of meaning associated with a word is called its connotation. Just like an artist might use a certain shade of blue for a sky, a bird, or a sweater, writers carefully pick their words with the right shades of meaning for their writing. So, words with the same denotation can have different connotations, and connotations can be positive, negative, or neutral. Let's take a look at different shades of meaning a word can have. Let me direct your attention to the synonyms for the word loud. Each word has a different connotation. Loud is a more general word that can describe many types of noisy situations. The other words have specific connotations that affect what kind of loud might be used to describe a situation you're in. Let's take a look at these words one by one, and let's begin with boisterous. Boisterous has the connotation of happy, such as children playing on playground. And then we have the phrase ear-splitting. Ear-splitting describes a noise that is too loud and it hurts your ears. We also have piercing. Piercing is often used to describe some type of sharp or high-pitched loud sound. And then, finally, we have booming. Booming describes a deep, loud, thunder-like sound. Let's have a discussion about emotions and connotations. Connotations often include negative or positive emotions that are associated with a particular word. On the screen, we have synonyms for the word interested. Interested itself is a general or neutral word because there is no strong emotion connected with it. And then we have the words curious and nosy. What do you think of when you hear curious or nosy? Well, for me, curious has a positive connotation because it makes me think about somebody being interested in something in a good manner. And then we have the word nosy here. Well, nosy for me has a negative connotation because it makes me think that somebody's interested in something that is none of their business. Even though synonyms are said to be words with the same meaning, very few words have exactly the same meaning. Usage and connotation give words special meanings. All words convey a literal meaning, the specific meaning found in a dictionary. This is called denotation. Many words, however, stir up emotions or suggest associations. This is called connotation. Take the word shark, a marine carnivorous fish with large teeth. What do we associate with the word shark? Danger. Can you think of a single person who doesn't feel some fear at the very mention of this word? Well, writers have always been sensitive to the emotional power of words. Writers who wish to create a more emotional response in their readers will choose words with a stronger connotation. The choice of words often reveals a writer's attitude toward a subject. For examples, the boy seemed very youthful. The boy seemed very immature. Immature suggests that the boy is childish and juvenile. Using that word makes it clear that the writer's attitude is negative. Youthful just suggests he is young. Let's take a look at the words trip and vacation. Both words have similar denotations, but vacation has an extra level of meaning. It makes us feel a sense of freedom, relaxation, and fun. Understanding connotations is important because some words have similar denotations but opposite connotations. For example, for positive connotation, the city was bustling with people during the holiday. Negative connotation, the city was mobbed with people during the holiday. In these examples, the words bustling and mobbed both mean filled. However, bustling suggests a positive feeling of energy and excitement, while mobbed suggests the feeling of overcrowding and restricted movement. Now, you'll try sorting words based on their connotations.